fellow followers. Jessica J is coming today to show you.
Well, I'll figure it out. Do you want us to restart?
Yeah, you don't want me on there.
Hello, fabulous friends. Today...
Fabulous friends. No, you need to say your...
Hello everyone and welcome back to Jessica J's cooking show. Today I will be featuring a fun recipe. We're going to do wild rice stuffing. Hello everyone and welcome back to Jessica J's cooking show. Today I'm going to be featuring an easy and fun recipe. We're going to do wild rice stuffing, which is awesome for this time of year because Thanksgiving's right around the corner and it's the holiday season. So we are going to use, some pretty basic ingredients. We've got our can of wild rice, which is going to cut down on the cooking time instead of using wild rice that's in a bag. So we've got the canned. It will be a lot quicker, faster, easier, and wild rice, I just want to mention, is naturally gluten-free, so you don't have to worry about anything with that. You can see we've got golden raisins, some seasoning. We're going to use a little bit of soy sauce, onions, mushrooms, and then I have my new fun toy, which cuts up celery and onions. So I think you'll see some more of that later in the show. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my new fun toy where it can chop stuff up really easily and save you a lot of time, and it gets, as you can see, oops. It can kind of fall apart. But that's okay because then it just hooks back on. So you see it, you just put the celery or onion right on top and then you close it and it crunches it down, and then even on the side you can see how much is in there. And this recipe requires 2 cups of celery, so as you can see we've got the 2 cups. And now I just need to put the onion in. Okay, I'm chopping up onion here, and we want to use about 1 really large onion, if not 1 1/2. The onion gives it a lot of flavor, so I'm going to put this in my chopper. There we go. It's working better now. Good thing I went to the gym this morning.
Work out that big thing.
Work. Nailed it. Okay, we are ready to saute up the onions and celery. I'm going to put olive oil into the pan, just on a low heat, start pouring those ingredients in. Then I'm going to start using a little bit of butter. Traditionally, the recipe calls for about 2 sticks of butter, but we are going to limit that and just do 1 stick of butter. And then I'm going to put in mushrooms and just kind of get the flavor started, and then we'll move on to the next step. A whole onion chopped up and 2 cups of celery. I'm just going to pour that all in. Ooh. Just got it on a low heat here. That looks pretty. Okay. And I am going to use the butter. I'm going to put it in here and put it in the microwave. I'm going to dump the mushrooms in here along with the celery and the onions, and then pour in our butter kind of all over here. Start mixing that up. And then next up, I'm going to put in the seasoning in just a couple minutes. And next up, I said we're going to add the seasoning, which we will in just about 1 second. But first, what I'm going to do is start cooking up the sausage. I'm using pork sausage, which is labeled gluten-free. It's just going to add just a nice flavor to the wild rice, make it really good. You don't have to use the meat if you don't want to. And also you could use turkey sausage if you want to make it more healthy, but I'm using pork sausage today. So just put that on a low heat. Time for seasoning! We've got sage. First up, we're going to do 1 tablespoon of each of these. Let's see how this goes. This is not working well. This is not working how I thought it would work. Okay, I'm gonna more guesstimate. So I'm gonna put that in and then just do a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna skip that altogether, but you should, if you want to measure it out, it's 1 tablespoon of each of the seasoning. I'm not gonna be super picky. Parsley is up next. Good. Oh, it already smells like Thanksgiving. And then the third one is basil. Sprinkling this all over. And then I'm going to mix it up. Okay, I am adding the final seasoning and flavors to the base of the wild rice here. I'm using low sodium gluten-free soy sauce. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of that. I'm going to do salt and pepper, a little bit of salt, lots of pepper. We're making a really big batch here. So a lot of seasoning is going to help it taste really good. And the final thing I'm going to put in is 1 spoonful of minced garlic. Yeah. The sausage is all pretty much cooked up here into small pieces. I'm going to add it into our base over here, the whole thing. And then stir it all up. Got the big old can of wild rice. I think it's probably bigger than my head. I'm gonna dump it into the strainer, the whole thing. Whoa! That is a lot of wild rice, people. I'm gonna just shake it up, rinse it a little bit. We are ready for the final step of the wild rice stuffing. I'm going to dump about, well, pour. Oh, I'm really scared to do this. Pour half of this in the first, oh, there we go, it's working out. It spilled a little bit. Maybe I will dump the other half in. I think this will help. Putting a little bit more wild rice in this one here, using my spoon this time. Here we go. A spoon helps so it doesn't spill all over. Okay, and then I'm going to take our sausage and all of our onions and mushrooms. I'm going to just take it out by doing cups like this and dump it in all over the top of each one. I'm doing the final step right now, which is just adding in the golden raisins. I'm going to do a half cup in this side and a half of a cup in this side. And then water chestnuts is the final ingredient. So I've got a can here. I'm just going to add half into this bowl here. And the other half over here. I'm going to save one set for Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to pop the other one into the oven right now. So you can just refrigerate it and save it without baking it today. And then I'm going to do the other one. I'm actually going to bake it today. When you're ready to bake your wild rice, the oven needs to be at 350 degrees, and then just pop it in there for about 45 minutes. Let it cook, and then take it out in 45 minutes and it will be done. I've got the final product in front of me. I'm just going to take off the lid. I just took it out of the oven. It's ready to be eaten by your fabulous guests on Thanksgiving. I just want to thank you all for tuning in today to Jessica J. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the support, and I just want to wish all of you a wonderful Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season. Take care.
Very good.